everybody, it's Ernest from ViggleTips, and today I'm going to take you through another Perk app. It's really pretty easy. It's Perk Scratch and Win. Now I already have it loaded here on my iPad. In your Android device, it's really not going to be too different. So for this purpose though, I'm doing it on the iPad. So we're going to go ahead and open the app up. Oh, those award-winning graphics. Okay, and just tap the screen to get past that. It'll load the same thing again, tap it again, and then the game will load. So this is your home screen on here. It's just, as you can see at the top, you can see your points and those wonderful tokens. Let's click on the menu real quick in the upper left corner. The menu options on Scratch and Win aren't quite the same as everything else. The little avatar icon in the top right above the word rewards here, is your account history, so I'm not going to tap on that. But if you tap on the gear icon, it's basic stuff, more about rewards, blah, blah, blah. You can log out of this app if you want to. Tap on the little menu icon again to go back to the home screen. Now there's different games here to play. There's a Steam gift card, which is for gamers. For those of you that are gamers, you certainly know what Steam is. They're also giving away a PS4. And we're going to go into the target card, but I'm going to scroll through here to the right. These reward a lot of tokens, but you can get some points in it as well. I haven't played any of these because I don't want to. I am going to cover the Perk word search soon, so stay tuned for that video. And we've already covered the pop quiz in the previous video, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out here on the ViggleTips TV channel. Today, though, we're going to go into this Target Card 100 game. Let me show you what it is. You're immediately going to get an ad because that's how they help pay for stuff. So this is the screen. This is kind of it. Now you can mute the sound right here, which is what I do. The home button takes you back to the screen we were just on. And basically you see the 6 gift boxes at the bottom. That's what you're going to play with. You're basically scratching as you would any lottery scratch off. You don't have to scratch. I literally take my finger here on the left and just drag it across real quick. And here I got a point. So you're going to redeem it, but you have to click claim points and it's going to bring up an ad. But as soon as the ad fully loads, sometimes it's a black screen with the X. You have to let the ad actually load, which really it should be instant. You can just X right out of it and you claimed your point. And then you're back to square one again and you can scratch again. Got another point. So that's it. That's the ins and outs of it. You know, if you scratch it, there's actually a sound. You're supposed to, you know, like you do on the thing, you just take your finger back and forth and scratch across here. Oh, see, that was a loser thing. But you can take, and you can drag left to right, right to left with your finger. I'm going to start on the right over here, see where the star is on the bottom right, and just drag to the left. Oh, 500 tokens. Whoopee. I do use the tokens to enter sweepstakes because what else am I going to use them for? So anyway, but you can drag across this pretty quickly and get it. But each time you win something, you have to go and claim them, and it's going to load an ad. So claim tokens, X out. It's really that. It's pretty mindless, but you can get some points from it if you just want to set, let's say, for 15 minutes while you're watching TV or, you know, in the commercials for Wheel of Fortune or something like that, or whatever you're watching, or your stories during the day, and claim some points and some tokens. You know, they do have a lot of apps, so there's a lot of ways to earn points. And I'm sitting here playing as I'm talking to you. This isn't automatic. This is me actually playing. All right, so if you don't win, it'll reset it and you just click and scratch again. I mean, it's about even as far as how many times it's awarded tokens versus points. There's times when I get 4 or 5 points in a row as opposed to just a bunch of tokens every time. I mean, they're giving you 100 tokens for every 1 point, but you know, they're giving away one little item, so they're just handing out those tokens like hotcakes. So that's really it. Now, one thing I wanted to cover real quick in this, a lot of people have told me I can't find Scratch and Win in the App Store on my iPad. Well, here's why. Let's go to the App Store. All right, so the App Store is loading. I'm going to show you something, and some of you may not know it. If you do, that's great, but some people don't. Is it going to load? There we go. So type in Perk into the search. Okay, so we see some apps here. We see the Perk TV, the Perk web browser, this jetpack journey from the same company, Jutera, Perk shopping, and there's Viggle. So Obviously, we don't see Scratch and Win. Well, how did I get it on my iPad? Well, here's how. In the upper left corner, see the menu up top here where it says iPad only, any price, all categories. Tap iPad only and choose iPhone only. iOS is a pretty uniform system across all the devices, whether it's an iPhone, an iPod, or an iPad. So you're going to be able to load it on here. Now we're under iPhone apps, and now you can see Scratch and Win here on the right, the top right. You'll see it right there, and I've already downloaded it, but you'll get the icon or the option to download that. That's why when you're in the app, over here in the bottom right corner, you'll see this 1X. That's because it's been enlarged one time. If you click it again, that's actually the size of it for your iPhone or your iPod, but you can stretch it, basically, is what you're doing on your iPad. So let's go back to the App Store. So I'm under iPhone only apps. Here's again, Viggle, Perk TV, the Scratch and Win shows up. The Pop Quiz shows up on here, the Perk web browser, Perk Wallet. So if you can't find it on your iPad, that's why. Just tap in the upper left here and choose iPhone only instead of just the iPad only. And let me show you one quick thing that I did in case you don't know. When we tell people to force close an app on iOS, if something's hiccuping like the Viggle app or something, double tap your home button and it will bring this up, and you can scroll through all of your apps and your main desktop home screen. Let's say we want to force close the App Store. What we can do here is just take it, tap it, and swipe up, and that force closes it. And then you can tap on the other app to go back to it. And it's really that simple. So here we're done. Let me do one more. See, there's another point waiting for me. So go back to the home screen, and you can scroll through here, play any of these games that you want to. That's the basics of it. That's Perk Scratch and Win. Please give the video a thumbs up. Tell a friend about it if you have somebody that's new to Perk that you've just introduced them to, and maybe they're just viggling or whatever. Let them know about this. Let them know about the VT TV channel. We are making videos. When both of us are going through apps, figuring them out, then I'll start making even more videos. Leave a comment below if you have any tips on this specific app. The previous video was Pop Quiz, I believe, and also Perk TV is in there as well. So always leave a comment on that particular app's video here and let us know if you have any tricks or tips or help with it, because you know, ViggleTips is a community. It's not just me, it's not just me and my silent partner, as I say. It's all of us. That's what's made ViggleTips popular and helpful to people. So if you have tips on these, don't be afraid to leave a comment here, or you can go to ViggleTips.com/ask and leave a tip there as well for one of these apps or anything else you have. All right, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.